Hey everybody, I'm Brian Posehn, comedian, writer, actor, nerd. I've been playing D&D with my friends for a long time. I decided to do a new podcast where we play Dungeons & Dragons in my very own dining room with my wife, kid, and my noisy dogs. So meet my friends,
Sarah,
Ken,
Dan,
Lee.
Now it's time for another episode of Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker, Season 2.
What's up, guys? It's Roke from Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker, and it's episode 5 of season 2.
Thanks, buddy. That was really good.
Good work.
I
like
play
it.
like a Marvel superhero.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Are they
That's
our
all
advertiser?
I put it on mute.
Okay, pal.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
buddy. I love you, buddy.
Thank you, Rhodes. Oh God.
It's paid everything.
He just said cha-ching
Yeah.
for love.
Did you dab when you did that? A lot of dabbing going on in this house.
Just peeled out in the Mercedes AMG.
Here, I'll do it for you. Cha-ching.
You guys got a cha-ching dab. Okay. All right.
That sounds like the new Donald Glover project, Cha-Ching Dab.
Okay.
He's a genius. Everything he touches turns to genius.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Sarah's here. Mm-hmm. Ken. Dan.
Hello.
Blaine.
Hey, hi.
And Sam behind the wheels of...
Good one.
And Spidey just came in and said, hey, everyone.
Can I thank some Patreon
Yeah,
subscribers?
please do.
Here's what I would like to do. I would like to thank Adam Bomb TV. Thank you, Adam Bomb TV.
Ah.
Ooh.
Thank you, Aglet on my chode.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Thank you, Eyes.
Remember what's going on? He's in the other room.
Forgive me, Eisberg. I don't know what that is. Thank. Oh yeah, I have to censor myself because he's right over there.
Is that Romaine's sister?
We won't do that one then. Thank you, Spencer Putterbaugh. Thank you.
But you can say that.
Thank you, Andrew Gring.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you, Nico Batson.
Thanks, Nico.
Hey, I wonder if Nico's related to Billy at all.
Shazam.
Rhodes, we're playing, buddy.
Solomon Hercules, Atlas Zeus, Achilles Mercury.
Everybody leaning real close so you can hear me whisper this one on the mic, so Rhodes can't hear. Thank you. Fuck Morrissey.
Ooh. I don't think that's ever happened. He's celibate.
That's right. He's asexual, if I'm not mistaken.
He's the sexual. Sorry, that's a Whitney Brown joke. Sorry, a the Whitney Brown joke.
A. Whitney Brown. Well, I remember A. Whitney Brown. Saturday Night Live, Daily Show.
Mm-hmm. I did a week with him at the Comedy Cafe in Washington, D.C. in the 80s. He was very funny, that fucking guy. Still is. I think he's still alive. Let's take a look at that map.
And
Yep, still alive.
let me take out a marker to draw that map.
What happened in... oh, please don't.
Brian just changes the subject. Yeah, so last episode, you guys were in the College of Roke in the city of Tinat. You were trying to clear out some possessed people who befell some bad luck at a fortune-telling party. Mm-hmm. These were basically magic college students. They were young. They were full of magical dreams. And in particular, your new companion, Esmeralda, was from the Blades chapter where they trained Eldritch Knights. So you guys were kind of headed in that direction because she knew of a couple of vacant buildings where there might be survivors hiding. Ken can't go one episode without choking either on some sort of inflamed tonsil or his own saliva. But yes, you are looking for survivors, and you just went through an underground tunnel. You've got the captain of the Tinat Guard with you, Captain Kenwald. He's an older gentleman. He's got a shaved head. He's got a helmet. He's got some nice armor on because he's the captain. And then you've got Carl, a visitor to one of these fortune-telling parties, and you helped him lose a leg because it appeared to have been infected with some sort of supernatural muscular distortion spell. So you guys are all moving. and the ground shook. Carl fell down briefly, and you notice the mage tower that's sort of the centerpiece of the College of Roke tumbled into a pile of bricks and flame. And in its place, you're all sort of seeing this for the first time. This was not described in great detail when last we met. So this is all going to be new information.
Okay.
There was a secret outside.
A secret outside? You're already outside.
Wasn't that-
What the fuck
Or was
are you
that
talking about?
the other game?
What?
You went outside and whispered something.
What? No, you're talking about when I went outside and whispered something in my phone. That was for the Patreon episodes.
I'm super high.
I was like, why are you taking me down this tangent right now? What is happening? Oh, okay.
Hey, is this the campaign where we all have Corvettes?
Yes, you all have sunglasses. You're all vampires.
Oh, yeah, all right, cool. Oh, this is the To Live and Die in LA campaign, right?
No, that's not a reference. Okay, so Brian's gone. I'm going to continue with this really story-specific detail.
I didn't get attacked while he's gone.
Oh, yeah, so all of a sudden, a goblin runs out from an alley and pantses Bodhi. Bodhi, what do you do? Oh, nothing? Okay. So the goblin points and laughs, and a bunch of goblin cheerleaders come in, and they all start laughing. And then, oh, hey, Brian. Oh, nothing. Nothing happened.
You got pants by a goblin.
What?
Not really.
I had a goblin pull your pants down. Okay. So you guys
It's happened before.
notice that a new tower has sprung up where the mage tower was. The ground kind of splits open, and this glowing, kind of bright white, almost yellowish green tower shoots straight up like a beam of light. You're not sure what it's made of, but it doesn't look like it's brick. It's kind of phosphorescent. It almost looks like it has things growing out of it, so it looks organic. You're a few blocks of campus away from it, so you don't have a very clear look, but it goes up into the clouds. It's a cloudy night, and yeah, I mean, the ground is still kind of humming from it after
Does it look like it's made of flesh?
Not really.
Oh, all right.
But it almost does seem like it might be pulsating.
It seems like those are like your
Organic.
Lego building blocks of your world. It's just everything's
just like
made of
just
like
random
muscles
tissue
and-
laying
yes,
around
exactly.
everywhere.
So it seems pulsating.
It almost looks like it's
organic?
fungal. Like it's got this sort of like dense, foamy look to it from a distance.
What's grosser than flesh? Mushrooms. So congrats.
That's
From another planet.
That's
And
fair.
They have
That's
spores
fair.
in their gills.
I remember the first time when I was vegetarian, someone tried to convince me to like eat more mushrooms as like a main course kind of a thing. And yeah, I'm used to it now. Like I
It's a
like
steak
it,
of
but
vegetables.
right. But like that first time you bite into like a giant portobello cap, and it's just like you feel like you're chewing on a piece of couch. But yes, you see this happening.
Okay.
Like half a block in front of you, there's those buildings that Esmeralda knew might have somebody in them. You're surrounded by very high city walls, and Captain Kenwald, after taking a minute to kind of look at the new tower, and goes, "Holy mother of fuck!" He looks over at you guys and says, "I'm not sure what you're planning to do, but there is a guard's quarter built into the wall behind these buildings over here. We can try and go inside the wall, but at a certain point, I'm not sure how much I can tarry here. I should defend my city. Like, I came here on a rescue. Sam, for the love of God, you're a professional engineer. What would lead you to believe
don't
you
back
could?
into those test tubes.
He's
No,
a sound guy.
Sam,
They
the
make
test
sounds.
tubes. Oh no, my
Very-
glockenspiels. Try not to bump the glockenspiels. No,
Very
the
unprofessional.
glockenspiels, Sam. Oh my God. Oh, not the
gonna use
crystal
this one?
goblets filled with
This
varying
episode?
levels of
Yeah.
liquid.
I mean, there's been a lot of like good stuff going on. It's mostly just a lack of disrespect towards me that I'm noticing. No, I'm just kidding.
Total lack of disrespect towards you.
Oh, yeah.
Lack of disrespect. Oh, double
What-
negative.
how long was I out?
myself.
I'm still really
So our
high.
choices are to go into the wall.
You can go into the wall. You can go keep looking for survivors, and there's also this tower that's suddenly
Right.
here.
What do we think? Survivors, wall.
I was
tower.
gonna say, from the point of view of Captain Kenwell, that he's like, I just because the Thane is dead doesn't mean that we do have some spellcasters who might be able to help with the dead situation. If you catch my drift, my city is not lost. There's the Thane's wife who was away, but she'll be back, and she has, a pretty big magical repertoire herself. I mean, this is her city as much as anyone's. Like, I'm not just going to ignore what's happening to my city. This is clearly a threat to the civilians on the other side of the college wall. So,
I mean, I feel like we're not ignoring it. We're sort of like.
He's worried about ignoring. I mean, like he's like I don't know what you guys are gonna do, but I'm beginning to get a bit torn about my priorities here. So if you're gonna keep looking for survivors, my clock's kind of ticking at this point.
Okay.
Go through the wall. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to read Dan's mind because I'm genuinely unsure, like how he like. I thought that was supposed to be our goal.
Multiple
choice.
choice. Multiple choice.
Well,
How high's the wall?
I'm prepared for multiple outcomes.
if the ultimate goal is to
It's like 10
stop
stories high.
the moon from crashing into the
Yeah.
not the Earth, whatever, the planet, then we need to figure out what's going on, right?
Yes.
And the way to figure out what's going on is probably to investigate here, or maybe to go to one of these other colleges, and something. But yeah,
Are we near a door or a gate right now?
He points behind the Kenwald, behind the buildings where there might be survivors, and he says, "Yeah, there's a small guards entrance into the wall, but there's not a big city gate inside the college."
Is there any way I could go on the other side, fly over there, and open something?
He says, "You could probably fly over the wall. I don't know how much it would really help us, but you could definitely."
It would look cool. It would look really cool.
Well, he says, "Okay, so I don't know if one of the other guards has maybe locked, any of the doors on the other side of the wall, so you could scout that if you wanted to."
Sure.
well, are we trying? I mean, I think we just need to decide: are we trying to get out, or are we trying to go farther in? I think that's just a decision that we as a
We're
group
trying
need
to
make.
find out information.
Right. So
more
that
than
feels
anything.
like the choices then are to investigate further here, maybe this weird fungal tower thing.
I like the fungal tower.
So yeah.
How far away is the fungal
He
tower?
says he'll
You said, like,
stay
10
with
blocks?
you. He'll stay with you briefly if you want to keep looking for survivors. He can guide you in through the wall, or he will part ways with you if you want to head towards the fungal tower.
Oh.
I'm leaning towards the wall or
Yeah, if he's gonna
continuing
leave
to
us.
save people. But
I say we go through the wall.
Okay.
Fine with me.
All right.
Go through the wall?
Sure.
Okay.
So just to be clear, our ultimate goal in going through the wall is to go back out to
Explore more
the
and see what's
town,
happening.
or to go farther, deeper into the college.
If you go through the wall, you are kind of leaving the college
That's
a
all-
bit.
yeah,
You're
that's
kind
what
of
I'm trying to
going
be-
into
Oh.
just the
Yeah.
guards' quarters inside the wall.
That's what I was trying to clarify. I think.
Oh, I
So-
thought we're going on to other colleges.
You can go on to other colleges, yeah. So let me see if I've got my map. So like, the college is this sort of sector of this city, and outside this wall, there's some like villager buildings and then woods.
A couple places to see bands.
If you follow this road, according to a map that you picked up from the
Right.
Thane's quarters, this road will actually take you to another college after a long trip.
Okay.
However, inside this wall, it's just all guards stuff. It's tunnels. There's some small armory stuff, the captain tells you. But, I mean, if you're already sort of right by the mage tower right here inside the city.
Or are we waiting for the Thane's wife to come back or no? I mean,
He said he's going to
unclear.
stay around the city and hope that the Thane's wife comes soon. They sent a messenger to her when he died. And he said, we need her help, and this is her city, and now that the whole city is clearly in danger, she's a part of my priority as well. So
Well, then let's find more survivors. Hopefully,
Yeah.
enlist them to help us.
okay, yeah. Carl's like, okay, man, whatever you guys say. So you're gonna approach the empty buildings.
Yes.
Okay. So as you head there, you hear screaming inside.
That's not good.
That sounds like a human. You get to a door.
We're not like crashing a scene from Porky's, are we?
How big is the building? And
No, Kim Cattrall is not the sound of the scream. It's a human male. It sounds.
is the
Like.
building dark?
It's a 2-floor building. It's about the size of like a small apartment, and these are like an empty couple of buildings meant to be dorms for the Blades, for the Eldritch Knights in training.
Let's go in, kind of stealthy. And, yeah,
Well, it's a human scream, right?
right.
Yeah. Okay. So we go in.
All right, you try the door and it's open. It's dark inside. You guys all see pretty well because you've got night vision.
Okay. Do we need to light? Yeah, we don't need to light.
Not
up
at the
torch.
moment.
Okay.
Captain Kenwald says sounds like it's coming from upstairs.
Yeah, move.
So
move quickly, but
Stealthily.
and keep an eye out on.
He makes it to some stairs at the other end of the first floor. You guys follow.
Yeah.
He gets into a doorway, and he says, "Let's go, let's go, let's go." You guys get to the top of the stairs, and you see there's somebody being dragged.
Oh,
So remember last episode, those guys that you ran into like a couple dozen of that were like skinless people, and so I tried to draw one of them. It's pretty gross, but this is sort of what they look like. They're like on their back. They're looking upside down. Their arms and sort of torso muscles are like spider legs, and their legs just sort of stick up backwards. One of them is using their muscle tissue strands to drag a person
No, not acceptable.
towards them.
No, cut the muscle strands.
Yeah. Attack
Yeah.
the muscle strands.
Run over there?
Yeah.
All right, everybody roll 20, please.
Not nice.
20.
17.
18.
I'm looking for my
Oh,
bonus.
plus.
This is our
Is
initiative.
this our?
This is
our
your initiative.
Okay, so-
Let's
19. Blaine's good. Oh, what's your plus?
Oh,
I got
9.
a 20.
Yeah, but
plus-
do you have a plus to your initiative?
Oh, with my plus to my initiative is
More than 20?
You know
What'd you get, Brian?
I don't know what it is.
I have a 19.
Great.
I think a 20 is
What'd you get, Sarah?
20 with the plus.
Damn, you guys get great initiatives.
9.
Yours is terrible. You don't count. I've decided you're not playing anymore. Damn. All right. Kenwald got a 14.
I don't matter. What the? Your 20-cent die is flashing.
So wait, Twee, you got a 22? 20 also?
I got a 20 also, yes.
Hey, Twee and Esmeralda, do a quick 20 off.
5.
3.
Aha!
2. 1.
Twee, you're up.
Thunderbirds are go.
I'm up. I'm going to hit this guy with just a couple of hand bolts.
Okay.
Right?
Firebolts?
Yeah. The thing that's attacking him, right? I want to make sure I don't fuck this up.
Well,
Because
don't
last
get the
time
guy.
Attack the bad thing and not the good
Yeah, I'm
thing.
going to attack the bad thing and not the good thing. So I'm rolling to attack the bad thing. Here I am attacking the bad thing. 16.
All right.
It's beautiful. It's mine.
Roll for damage.
Those are 8s, right? Those firebolts.
Who did
Yeah.
that song?
No, 10s.
Ringo Starr.
No, 10s.
Oh, 10s? Sorry. Ringo Starr.
So
Well,
he
pro-
predated Christine 16, which Kiss being
Boy, I
creepy,
did Fats Domino. Did...
and 17, Winger being creepy.
15.
Oh, there's a 50s year 16. You're beautiful.
Yeah, it probably is, right? It wasn't
Esmeralda, you're
somebody
up.
else.
Fats Domino.
Okay, I should note that Dan and I, with Dan's blessing, I made some tweaks to my character because I made some mistakes with the spell selection, and also because of other reasons. So anyway, there may be some things.
Well,
that you're
we
like,
had to we wanted to make sure that these were both of like Like she can go off the normal track of an Eldritch Knight
Yeah, well,
a little
basically-
bit, but also stick to it as much as
Basically,
possible.
I picked some spells I shouldn't have picked, and then we have to fix that. So, anyway, but it's
You can
fine.
return
It's
it if
gonna
you
be
do it if you
fine.
bought it
Everything's
with Amazon
fine.
Prime.
But hopefully, it'll make my rolls a little better, easier. Okay, I'm gonna attack though with a simple battle axe.
Go for it.
I missed. I'm pretty sure. So
It has an armor class of 12. What did
I
you?
missed.
Okay. Bodhi, you're up.
I'm gonna hack at it with the Herald of Kelmar.
Great.
The
So
Herald
I'm
of
gonna do
Kumar.
some, I'm gonna do some fire damage on them too,
Oh, you sure is.
and I'm probably raging. And I hit a 17. That'll work.
Great. Roll for damage, please. That's a +2 fire.
2d6. Nice. It's 8.
Great. So you guys have managed to fuck this thing up
Fire damage, right? Yeah.
pretty bad. And you're raging. Take another swing.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
What's with the bonus?
This lead one is. So that's 18.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. 9. And fire.
Great. So this thing's pretty screwed up. Captain Kenwald is right behind you, and before he can get over there, so like, what happens is these tendrils pull the guy like into the rib cage. The rib cage just kind of squeezes the guy, and then it hops up on its legs. And so this human is now upside down, caught in the rib cage, and this thing is trying to run away.
Oh, this thing's terrible.
So like now it's running around like this with the dude caught in the rib cage.
All right.
Okay.
Can I attack it?
So it's on its feet. It flipped back.
It,
and now
it
it's on
jumped
its feet.
up on its legs and now it's
Okay.
like hugging a guy inside of its
Getting its
rib.
life back together.
Okay.
Captain Kenwald misses trying to swing at it as it runs. Tom, you're up.
I am also casting Fireball. That's 20. Bonus.
All right, that's a hit.
What's Ken looking that up? Brought to you by Blaine.
Oh, Ken, looking that up, brought to you by Teeth. Chewing, gritting, smiling, biting teeth.
Saucy the bear says, don't forget to floss your teeth.
6.
Great. So you managed
I want
to
that to be animated and
pop
really
this guy. And
terrifying.
he takes some damage and he falls over. He is now on the ground burning with this guy stuck inside of him.
Prime up.
Twee, you're up.
Who was the guy?
A random human student who you were trying to save. His head is currently inside a bunch of possessed-looking muscle tissue, screaming, muffled.
Is he? Yeah. So
You just hear.
There's still hope.
okay. But now he's on fire.
And it doesn't.
Still hope.
And
He's not dead.
does it
Still
look
screaming.
like any part of this thing is the control center? Does it look like the head is in charge?
Might
of
be his
this
head.
creature, or
You have no
that's what I
reason to
was
believe
thinking.
that it wouldn't be the head.
I'm going to. I'm going to
Thank
get
you
it.
for asking, though.
I'm gonna fly over to it and with my sword, and I'm going to swing at it like a baseball. Try to
head.
take the head off. Yeah.
All right, that's a called shot, so we're gonna up the number a little bit on the 20. So roll better than a 13 with your bonus.
A 1.
That's good.
Roll a 100, please.
81.
All right.
Alrighty.
Oh yes.
So
Could be 19 worse.
roll 3d4, won't you?
3D4.
Ooh, I got a 96 just to see. I'm 99. Oh my god.
3D4, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2, 5, 8.
8 total or
8.
Okay, so you take 8 points of damage as you swing, miss, drop your sword, and fall onto the burning pile.
I knew I shouldn't have tried to use my
Who
sword.
hasn't done that?
What are you doing using a weapon?
I'm a little preoccupied. feel a little preoccupied with my horrible actions.
I believe it says Meralda.
Is the man inside the ribcage still screaming?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and try to attack the thing's head.
Okay.
I think that was a smart idea, so I'm going to also swing for the head. And
You should
know
roll
what?
a 1.
I'm going to try not to, but I love your enthusiasm.
Don't do that.
I did not roll a 1, but I also did not hit it. But
Okay.
I think that part of that now I get 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Fifth level.
Correct.
Yes. So now I believe that at my level I now have 2 attacks. That time I did roll a 1.
Roll a 100, please.
We're awesome.
Luckily,
I
we got all those
hate
high
this
rolls out of the way
game.
during the initiatives.
Yeah, no
Gang
kidding.
that
You guys
couldn't
rolled
roll
a basic
straight.
for initiative.
Didn't this game used to be fun?
Oh, jeez Louise.
I'm kidding, but
You're
didn't
thinking
I-
of Mist.
Do you need 10s?
No, I just was thinking.
Can your dungeon master provide some handy botch
I
dice?
can't do both at the same
Okay.
time. Okay. 26.
All right, so you.
Do a pirouette?
It's 26 or 8.
Oh, so you just kind of.
He-
2 10s, right?
What?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Mind your own botch business.
I can't.
He meant percentage, right? Percentage I was rolling. Okay.
Yeah, you're
I'm
not
a-
rolling damage. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a-
yeah.
Kibitzer.
So you just slip and you're fine, but you miss a turn.
Was it graceful?
No, you kind of skid on your heel, and everyone sees you, and they're like, "Oh, that was not what I expected." Bodhi, now that you've watched 2 people botch trying to hit this thing, you
Roll
gain a
up
bit
one.
of
Roll up.
insight.
Okay.
Potato
roll-
land. Potato
roll,
land.
A perception check.
Okay. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, so you notice this thing's probably dead and doesn't need to be attacked,
What thing?
except for the fact that it's still grabbing this guy.
Oh.
It's like in a
on
death.
fire,
It's in a
but-
death squeeze on fire.
Oh, okay.
So you feel like you don't need to keep attacking it so much as you
PSR,
need to save this
PSR.
guy.
Okay,
I
so
knew that,
I'm gonna
that's why
pull
I
the guy
rolled
out of there. Oh, wait. He's on fire.
Use your super breath to blow it out.
You
I
know,
don't.
your super breath.
Your rage,
All half
rage
orcs
blow.
Anybody
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm just gonna pull him out and then deal with it.
Strength check, difficulty 12. Yeah, so you just yank him out in a big slurp, and he's just
Is he still on fire or not?
he's lightly on fire, but you
Okay,
can
roll
just
him
pat him
around.
out. I mean, there's no more combat happening at this point.
Got him. Okay.
What a mess, you guys.
So yeah, he
This guy takes some damage.
yeah, he definitely took some damage, both
Can,
both from the beast and the.
Blaine,
Oh,
can you maybe heal this this dude I just pulled out of fire?
Yeah.
This-
Why don't you see if you can heal him, Blaine?
All right. What do I roll?
what are we
here?
calling this thing? These creatures?
Terribles.
Here, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll to roll my sleeves up. 6.
You just don't feel up to it. You feel very distracted, and the sight of the fire reminds you of a small child.
Oh, that was
you
just
recently
rolling
saw.
up my sleeves. I was just getting
Yeah,
started.
you failed rolling up your sleeve. This spell is not
Failed to
happening.
get started.
And you feel just so distracted that you wish you could give this distraction to someone else. You feel like it's not fair that you're stuck having to deal with all this distraction. The world did this to you.
I know. I'm just. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just a little upset. A little upset with myself.
If only you could give this to someone else. Someone else deserves this more than you do.
Like a stranger in a rib cage.
Yes. You look at this kid who you just saved. He looks like a real asshole. He looks like he's annoyed with you for saving him.
What the heck? is happening?
Dan is turning Blaine into some. I mean, Twee.
He's
into
already a
some-
monster after the little kid.
You feel like he didn't deserve the effort you put into it. The fact that you couldn't heal him is his fault.
You know, guys, I'm gonna take a little walk. Tweet's just gonna take a.
So you guys notice Twee just turns around instead of healing this guy and just walks down the stairs.
He's
Okay.
changed.
Well, we'll deal with that at some point. So, sorry, yeah.
Anybody else have a way of healing this kid?
Captain Kenwald says, yeah, he can go over and do some combat medic stuff on him.
Okay.
He heals him for 2 points, and the guy can stand.
What's your name?
My name's David.
David, are you a student?
What's with the attitude?
Yeah, I'm a student. What do you mean, what's with the attitude? Who the fuck are you?
You saved your life, stupid.
Bodie,
Yeah, you saved my life. Thanks, Bodie. Great.
you're welcome.
My whole life fell apart. Thanks for saving my life.
Kids
How did your whole life fall apart?
I mean, my girlfriend's a demon that just tried to eat me. You killed my girlfriend.
That was your girlfriend?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's tough. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you need a hug?
It sucks. Dude, I'll take a hug, sure.
Are you a student here?
Huh?
Are you a student?
Yeah.
Okay. I go give him a hug. Like an awkward hug, but just like a pat on the back kind of a.
Okay.
Yeah.
You successfully hug him and nothing horrible happens.
How did your girlfriend turn? What happened?
Oh, she went to some party, and I came back to meet her when I heard what happened, and
Do we know what building that?
That's how my
that was
girlfriend
in?
turned.
That
it was on the other side of the college.
Right,
But
okay.
yeah.
Everybody turned there?
As far as I can tell, man, yeah.
Do you have like the original invitation to the party or anything like that?
Oh, she probably does. I mean, she, you know.
Where's her dorm?
Oh, it's like she was like a northwest of here. I mean, we have to walk a couple of blocks, but
Does anyone think that will be valuable in any way, or should we just keep looking?
It's
Did you see the invitation?
yeah.
Do you know whose party it was?
It was like some outside group was putting it on. They said they go to a lot of colleges and they help students who want to speak with the ether and like
do you remember what the group was called?
commune with the
Fucking
astral
Milo.
plane. I don't know. It was some weird elvish word. I didn't like it at all.
You didn't like it?
Nah, I don't like all that elvish stuff.
Do you know where they were going next?
No. But just I remember the brochure bragged that they go to a lot of mage schools.
It's like a pub crawl.
Like sidebar to the dungeon
Did it
master.
show their schedule?
No, just for
Do
this
we know
one.
what other our other schools have been? This has happened elsewhere, right?
So you've heard about mage schools having weird incidents, but it's been a little too word of mouth for you to know what's happening. You do have a couple of clues, however. The astral chart appears to be referencing geographical locations.
Right.
It's in a language that none of you readily understand or have at least not put a lot of effort into understanding. But
We
it's
haven't even
definitely
looked at it, but
it's not in any of the languages you guys have naturally learned. But then you also have a map of several other, like mage schools, and you're not sure how that got put together. If the Thane put that map together, if the Thane took that from the spy that he had imprisoned, but you have a list of other mage colleges
Right.
on a map.
But we don't know if they've already fallen or if this was the first in the or
If you do a roll on the list of mage schools, I'll tell you if you know as an Eldritch Knight student.
Gryffindor, Ravenclaw.
6.
You recognize one of the names on the list as a school that you.
Hufflepuff.
No, it's not fucking Hufflepuff. Is like one dorm in one school. All right, like the Blades, the Eldritch Knights are like the Hufflepuffs
Oh, now I
of
understand.
Roke.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Now I get it.
we're talking about like other Hogwarts.
Are the Hufflepuffs the one where
they
the
were
kid drank so much he fell down the steps and then he died the next overnight and then they got sued?
Yes, that's what happened to Cedric Diggory.
I can't believe they let those Hufflepuffs set up those.
Books. All these words mean nothing. And they just get spoiled over and over and over again if I ever choose to read them.
Really should.
That didn't happen.
I know. I just recognize just words. I had to. These are the
You don't have to read the books. You just watch the movies.
Do I
That's
have
not
to?
true.
though?
No, the books are much better than the movies.
The Ravenclaw guys had some hazing problems too, right?
I love those books.
I think I would love them. I just haven't. I just
They're-
haven't
I
done it.
didn't like the last one too much because I feel like as they went on, they got a little melodramatic. Like it felt like
Yeah, they start to get darker.
darker in like a self-indulgent
Yeah,
kind of way.
yeah.
But anyway, speaking of that,
Okay, so
speaking of darker in a self-indulgent way, yeah, you recognize one of the mage colleges as let me actually pull up the names.
Slytherin.
Barbizon.
Clown.
Duke School of Tricking.
No, Gostel. Yes.
okay, so the question is our mission to stop this from happening at other schools, and that's what's going to stop
That's
them?
what
I think
I'm
they're
trying to
spreading
figure
the
out.
word of the end times and trying to recruit people to help make.
But
the
they're
end
having
come.
these parties, and at the parties, people are getting like turned into monsters,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Are they helping? I mean, it seems like they're just
Right.
getting their muscles all over everything.
I get what
Standard
you're
frat
asking.
party.
So are they here? Are they here, or should we be going elsewhere to find these?
The ones that are recruiting.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why we should probably check out this big tower, right?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right? I mean, the thing that appeared
Yeah.
out of nowhere
Yeah.
and the crumbled, that just seems like that might be a central.
David looks out the window and says, "Oh well, not that I feel too great about this, but my girlfriend's dorm is on the way to that horrible looking tower."
Oh. All right,
So-
well
Okay.
then let's
What, you need a ride?
No, let's.
You're not there. You're downstairs
right.
pouting. You hear calling up the stairs. Wait, you need a ride? Get a car, loser.
Hey, can I do a lift bit?
So yeah, do you guys want to go for it?
Yeah, David, do you have anything in your rooms or your chambers that can help us, spells, scrolls, like any weapons, anything that we can use right now?
He starts racking his head and he's like, "Oh yeah. You know, I'm one of the Blade students. I'm one of the Eldritch Knights. I don't
High
really."
five.
Oh, he goes, oh, sweet, yeah. What's up? He gives you a high five. He says, I don't really have anything cool, but I think a lot of people left. We could try to steal some of the really cool
Yeah, let's
Eldritch
go-
Knight equipment
let's
that
Let's go to the
Cool
really
shit.
cool
that the
advanced.
professors might have abandoned.
right.
Because I don't think the professors are here anymore. We could go
Okay.
there too. It's right by the mage tower though, so maybe we should go to my girlfriend's dorm first.
Okay. Does that sound good to everybody? Or
Yes.
Yeah, we get some gilly water.
Is that another Harry Potter thing?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Captain Kenwald says, "I think this might be where we part ways. I'd be willing to take this guy with the one leg off your hands."
Everybody hear the slippers and the humming.
His road's just walking by.
Drive by.
But he says, "Yeah, but clearly he's no good to you. I think you're getting more into danger. I should probably try to save him and meet up with the rest of the guards. So I'm going to go inside the walls, but I'll spread word that we've got, you guys, the guests of the Thane in Roke, still trying to make sense of what's happening. And if there's any guards I can send back in here to help, I will."
Thank you.
Be well, Carl. Good luck to you.
Thanks, you guys. And as he leaves, Captain Kenwald kind of gives Twee a side eye, like he doesn't know what to make of him. And that's you're reminded that Kenwald heard the screams at one point, and he moves on and leaves you guys. You guys, as you go outside, you immediately notice. Good night, Rose. No, you're doing pliers. Is that what he said? He's doing some hardware work.
I don't know.
He's gonna build
Can you
a
guys,
treehouse.
hey, psst, I say to the scarab, the guy who has the scarab, I whisper to him, like,
Look at the
I
tower,
like
look at
gesture
this
to,
guy.
no, look at Twee. I gesture like, look
Oh,
at
yeah,
Twee
okay.
with your,
Okay, sweet.
You look at Twee.
With the scarab, yeah.
Right now, he's just swirling gray, just like everybody else.
he seems to be acting strange.
He's been through a lot.
What has he been through?
Burned the kid.
He what?
You don't remember that?
No, I'm saying,
Technically, okay, maybe the Dungeon Master should remind everyone, Bodhi and Twee have chosen not to share.
right, why I don't know that.
They're the only two that know, so you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can say you shared if you want, but I think for
You never told
storytelling
us,
purposes,
Merelda.
we should be clear. Like
I'm gonna
only
ask
Bodhi
him.
and Twee really know what happened.
Yeah,
What's wrong with
he.
Twee?
It was strange. He killed a kid, and it may and
For fun?
What?
it wasn't. No, he didn't do it for fun, but it felt like he knew it was a kid. To me,
Is he? He's
Do
not
you
here.
make sure
he's-
that David is out of earshot when you do this? Do you
Who's
try
David?
the guy that you're following? to his
sound like he
girlfriend's
did?
dorm?
oh,
Didn't
shit,
really.
I didn't even think of that. I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot he was there. Actually,
I'll say your character wouldn't, and you would potentially wait for him to kind of like scout ahead or something.
well, I think
before you-
Bodhi's a little smarter than I am. What am I looking at? Oh, maybe not.
No, I'll give that to you. I'll give
Okay.
that. I won't throw that
Yeah.
that mistake on your character.
Well, Bodhi's feeling really weird about it too.
Right.
Yeah, because it was messed up.
Yeah.
I feel like this puts us in a very weird position.
And
I'll say, Twee, you can tell what they're talking about. I mean, you
Yeah, I have those big ears.
yeah, he's got elf ears. So he's as they talk about it again, you're like, I don't deserve. This was an honest mistake. I don't deserve to have to.
I really thought that kid was going to kill me. It's really kind of bumming me out. I try to be good. I try to be a good elf. Start that over, we'll have to pay for it. I don't know, I'm just going through some heavy shit. Sorry, guys.
As David scouts around the corner, you see one of those tall, 10-foot tall Slender Man type things.
Is it a Jiffy Lube?
You're right next to a dorm, and it just kind of strides out of an alley right past you and completely ignores you, and just starts walking towards the tower.
Oh, let's not draw its attention. Oh, maybe they're all going to the tower. Huh.
the new tower.
The new tower.
Cool,
Yeah,
we'll meet them
okay.
there.
It's a beacon for freaks.
David kind of
It's a
pees his
freaking
pants a
beacon.
little bit and goes, Jesus!
Dude, your pants.
What?
You peed in your pants.
Oh, really? Ah, man, I didn't wear
Little bit.
jeans today either. These are khakis. Ugh,
That's how I knew you peed in your
I
pants.
know. What a terrible day. First, my girlfriend dies. Then she tries to kidnap me and drag me away. Then she gets set on fire while I'm stuck inside a ribcage.
My little brother's missing. And he was just
Is this Stranger Things?
sneaking up on Blaine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's and my little brother.
The naked
you
American
seen
man
this
stole
kid?
my balloons.
Oh, hey, Blaine.
Yeah.
Do a perception check.
Sure, I'd love to. 2. Hey, I have toes on my feet.
You feel nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, you feel nothing.
All right, well, let's go to
You
the
feel
girlfriend.
the bracing embrace of the abyss. So
Oh,
you
shoot. We would have remembered to get the amulet off of Carl, right?
no.
Sorry for whoever's amulet that was. You put it on him. I think it was
Ken's, yeah.
Ken's.
What amulet?
You get extra hit points because he
Don't
was
worry about it. He doesn't even remember. It's
because he barely survived that amputation. You gave
I
him.
don't need that shit.
You do have an extra amulet for what it's worth.
I'm
You
really
grabbed
tough.
everyone grabbed one and you grabbed 2. So
Yeah, one is I can cast hover once a day, and one
one's
is
water breathing. I
water
believe.
breathing.
Yeah.
Neither helped us at all. Thanks a
With
lot.
Gilly water.
So we're going to the girlfriend's apartment.
You guys get there without any trouble. You actually see another one of those giant guys stride past without making any acknowledgement towards you whatsoever.
They're all going to
Heading
the
toward the
reckoning
tower.
or summoning.
And he says, "Yeah, let's go upstairs." You head up. Absolutely no problem. You find this woman's dorm, and you pull out a weird little invitation that she has just kind of wedged in a pile of books.
What does it say?
So it's in just Elvish. And David's like, yeah, see, this is gross. I hate this stuff. But
Me and Twee give him the side eye, I guess. It's just-
yeah, he's racist. Yeah, Twee, you can tell that this looks like a pretty boring little fortune telling get together. There's promises that everyone who goes to this meeting will gain new insight into the astral plane, and also there will be fun games and alcohol.
Sounds great.
It's sweet.
Also, you notice that there is there's an open window in the dorm room.
no. Nope.
Just kidding. Sorry. Clapton humor.
Edit point.
Not cool, guys.
Yeah, no.
Pope's a Nazi.
Plane started it.
Randall,
So,
giant dick and amazing piano player.
Pianist.
Giant pianist.
so we
Well,
tell
now we're
Blaine,
definitely editing.
we
Yeah.
tell Blaine about the thing. He doesn't. And now we're we're back.
And we're back. Yeah. So, you read the invite. It seems pretty normal. Seems pretty innocuous. It does seem like it's meant to appeal to people who speak Elvish, or at least like it's got some weird.
Is there a name for the group or anything? Did I hear that part? Or
Yeah. It says the
Is there anything about Thetans?
Zinzarinans.
no. Hang on. While I look up this spreadsheet.
some sort of organization or
Blaine.
This break brought to you by Bluflamptum. When you need to, but you can't, you'd like to, ask your doctor. He'll know Bluflamptum. Large, unpredictable, affordable Bluflamptum. Side effects include, looking at that, you might have the other thing. Bluflamptum.
it's all written down too.
So yeah, it says the house.
That's the weird part.
The House of Phaean presents.
Okay, House of Thayan.
Is that the Tyler Perry thing? That
Phaean,
guy's great at everything.
Faenn.
Do we know anything about the fan?
Fan.
I don't know. Does anyone want to try a specific kind of wisdom or other such?
I have Arcana.
Do an Arcana check, won't you? Anyone who wants to know, do an Arcana check.
I'm also going to do it. When you're done, I'm going to do a Texarkana check.
6 + 4.
See how long it takes to get that beer all the way in Texas.
Go ahead.
What? Actually, wait. What?
Yeah.
You're half
Bandit.
elf. Do you know what your other kind of elf is?
What my kind of elf?
Yeah. What
man,
is
you really
what
get
is your
into
elven
this.
lineage derived from? Do you know?
I don't. This is not something that we explored in
Make some
second
shit
edition.
up.
Make some shit up, and we'll see where the roulette wheel lands.
Okay. Well, that's gonna take some time. So go ahead and.
Anyone else want to do some kind of roll?
I'm going to try to comprehend languages.
Okay.
I don't know what I have to do for that.
You're doing this on the invitation?
Yes.
Okay.
So, let's see. I have the page out here. Beep, 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 beep. I don't know where it is. Do you have it?
Yeah, hang on.
Oh, I turned right to it. First level divination.
1 second. Ken,
Yeah?
listen.
Hey, Bodhi, can I borrow your charger?
My charger?
Yeah, I need your charger.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
I don't know what joke that was, but it was really, really sad.
Oh, okay. Ancient divides among the elven people result in 3 main subraces. I don't love the word subrace, but high elves, wood elves, and dark elves, who are commonly called drow. I guess between those 3,
Twee is a high elf.
yeah, I know you want me to be a drow, but it's not going to happen. So
I don't want you to be a drow. I
You
feel like
wanted
you're
me to be a
probably half
lunar
wood
elf.
elf. You're
Yeah.
well,
You wanted somebody to be a lunar elf.
I tried to get somebody
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
a
yeah.
lunar elf.
Yeah, you think I'm probably what?
Probably a wood elf.
Yeah, I think that's probably correct.
I think that's the most common one, right?
Yeah, well, and also if Blaine's already high elf, let's mix it up with some sub races.
With that, you don't know, unfortunately, but let's see what he pulls with his language business.
Yeah. So what am I learning from this? I'm just casting it.
Okay. You recognize this as a family house name of the Forgotten Realms, and it is drowish in nature.
Yeah, what do you know?
Funny, they don't look drowish.
You know.
All right, Mel Brooks. So,
Close him gain.
I'm sitting flicking chickens and I'm looking through the pickles.
Wolf, they talking at us. Rodney and Rippy.
there's something drowish going on.
I'll say.
Okay, so what else is new?
Not much. But what you gonna do?
We're gonna continue on to the
boys,
weird
bad boys.
fungus tower,
Fungus Tower?
or at least approach it so we can get
All
a
right.
better look.
David says, I don't know if I want to go there. I can take you to the building where they've maybe got some of the Eldritch Knight equipment.
Oh yeah,
but,
take us there
Yeah,
first.
do some of that
Oops.
You
first.
could maybe help me bail after that. That would
Sure.
be kind of cool.
We
I'd
can
be
point
into
you in a
that.
direction,
Bail.
certainly.
Totally.
I'll also say at this point, you recognize what building he's talking about, and you don't necessarily need him to get there.
Oh, okay.
So should
At
we
this
kill
point,
him?
I recognize what building you're talking about, and I
You do.
don't necessarily need you to get us there.
Oh, dope. Okay.
You're
Was he
gonna
like
play
in one
frisbee
of the
golf?
lower class?
Savage.
Hacky sack.
Yeah, he's actually not lower class. He's very wealthy, and that's why he's kind of a
No,
dick.
I meant he's like lower class, like a lower classman, like a freshman or something, because he seems kind of dumb.
Oh yeah. He is.
yeah.
He's very young and dumb. Yeah. And
Full of cum.
I was gonna try not to say
God,
that.
I was hoping no one would say
He
it.
does look like
I'm
a
here. I have
18-year-old Rod Stewart.
Ugh.
So he
That's what happens when the doctor hits Ken on the knee with a little rubber triangle hammer.
He just yells full of cum.
he did his
Your
own.
reflexes are normal.
He
Who's
did
that
a
lady I saw you with?
quick gulp. He did his own little constitution check, and he decides that based on the fact that the demons seem to be ignoring you, he's okay making a mad dash for the guard door without your help.
Okay.
If you want to just part ways with this dude.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Later.
And yeah, he goes off and sprints.
Does he make it?
As far as you can tell, he makes it around a building. And you guys have just a little bit of a ways to go until you get to the tower.
Well, first we're going to go to see what.
Ransack.
Yeah. You get like
Pillage and loot.
one building away, and you're close enough to the tower now where you can actually see a lot of its texture. It almost looks
textured.
like it's got texture. It is indeed kind of pulsating a little bit. It's the phosphorescence is very bright. It's almost like a giant flash bulb going off. It's lit from within, and it looks like a tree almost. It's a little too smooth to be a tree, but it's pale yellow and green. And you feel like if you could just get past this next building where the armor and the weapons are, that you might notice even more about it. But it looks like there's little things growing on it, like little flower
Sure, why not?
blooms almost.
Is it gross?
Oh yeah.
Not especially. I mean, it almost just looks like it's fairy in nature.
Oh.
So you're saying it's not gross, and
Not
yet every
necessarily.
word you've said to describe it, including yellow and green, has sounded pretty gross.
It almost is as if you're in like an enchanted wood and there's a glowing fairy tree.
Okay, well that sounds lovely. Let's go see what we can stock up on, and
Yeah.
then go chop down this fairy tree.
I like
What
it.
are you doing, Blaine?
You're listening to KBMR Bummer Radio.
Third caller is going to see Meatloaf.
If you're looking for sad songs, maybe some Morrissey, although he's problematic now. So.
Nah, he just hates Pakistan.
We had that Patreon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck Morrissey on
fuck
Patreon.
Morrissey. Yeah.
Boyfriend in a rib cage. I know.
That was an excellent reference. That would, go for, or was it boyfriend in a rib?
Well, I guess it was a boyfriend in a rib cage.
But yeah, that was great. So you head inside. There's like a short chamber, and immediately you recognize this is like a waiting area when people needed to pick things up for class. But you know that there are like private storerooms for the professor down a short hallway.
Are you guys cool with that, by the way? I just thought it would be neat
Yeah,
to.
no,
Okay.
I like things.
Weapon up.
Everybody roll a stealth check, please.
Oh.
Bodhi, you get a +0. Twee, you get a +9. Esmeralda, you get a +2. And Tom, you get a +4.
I got a 9, so that's a 21.
Beautiful.
What did I need to get?
15.
And I get nothing.
No bonus for you.
All right, so no, 13.
You do not have a dex bonus, as far as I know. You're just an 11. Or no, you went up one. Yeah, you do get a bonus now.
Okay, then I made it.
What about you guys?
I got a total of 8.
I got a total of 9.
So as you all walk down the hallway, you two actually turn and notice through one of the open doors there is a guard, a city guard who you've never seen before. And as soon as he sees you, he draws a sword.
Oh, hi.
Hello there, we're friends.
He says, "Halt! This is a private storeroom for the city."
We are,
For the city. Isn't it part of the college, or is the college part of the city?
I'm claiming this for the city.
What's your name, sir?
Daryl?
We've just
My
left.
other brother, Daryl.
We've just left. Gernhold. What's his name, guys?
Kenwald?
Kenwald. Yeah. We were just here with Captain Kenwald. We're scouting the area.
All
We've been
right.
sent by the Thane.
Esmeralda, please do a persuasion check, difficulty 010. You get a +2 if I'm not mistaken.
12 plus 2.
He sheathes his sword and says, "I'm just trying to hold down the fort. I don't want any trouble."
good
I
job.
understand.
Keep at it.
What are you doing here?
We're here to save the city, so right now we're going to stock up on supplies that we might need.
What are you taking?
Whatever we need. Can you please step out of the way?
Do one more persuasion check, difficulty 8.
17 plus 2.
He goes, "Jesus, okay, I get it." And he walks down the hallway towards the front door and just starts pacing around.
Okay.
Excellent.
Cool.
So you guys head to the back. If any of you need basic armor, I don't think you do. It's mostly just basic combat mail. But you do notice, Esmeralda, there's a few cabinets that look familiar to you, and you realize they bear the insignia of a couple of professors. Okay. And this is clearly like stuff that's been locked up for
Cool.
their use.
I'm getting a pencil ready.
Cool.
To write down all
There's there in particular is a series of 4 chests that all have different insignias on them and a locked door that's got the college insignia on it.
Okay, let's definitely get that one open.
Okay. Who's gonna pick what?
I think one person can pick locks successfully, right? But anyone
I
can
will-
try?
I'll
Is that
pick-
the deal?
Yeah, I'll start with the college one.
Anyone can try if you've got a lockpick or thieves' tools, but the odds of you succeeding
Right.
are not good if you don't have a good bonus for it.
Okay.
I'll start with the big one.
So. Great. Roll 20.
14.
Click, click. It's open.
What do I see?
You see a whole lot of unlabeled potions.
Oh.
You see a row of daggers, and you see 3
Is
stabs.
this a row of daggers I see before me?
Okay.
Take potion number 9. I love it.
I start taking stuff.
How much do you want to take?
How much can I carry?
You can carry 5 of these potions, 1 of the staves, and you can, or you can take, 2. They're big daggers. You can take either 2 of the daggers, or 2 of the daggers and a staff, or 4 daggers.
I'm going to scarab the loot.
I'm taking 2 daggers, 5 potions, and 1 staff. Just FYI, nobody else cares at all. I'm so excited.
Well, no, you need gear the most, so
That's
it makes
true.
sense that
You guys are all loaded up.
you would go shopping. Hang on one second. I need to pull up the scarab chart for what you're looking at. So You notice there are, Ken, there are orange swirls coming from the staff that she just grabbed. You also noticed the other two staves are glowing blue. All the daggers are glowing blue, and the potions are not glowing.
I had this written down, but what was orange and stuff? Should I look it up? Do you remember? I have
I
it.
think I would remember.
Here's what
guys-
you
oh,
remember.
sorry.
I have kind of notes of what I think you remember. You can tell me if your notes disagree, because your notes might be more specific, actually. You have seen an orange aura on the possessed Slender Man people. And you have seen blue in a previous campaign on the armor of someone. So
I just had blue blessing, but that was that was the
I
note.
don't think
had,
a blue
so.
staff.
I also have blue blessing, so you have unlocked the specificity of blue equals a blessing.
Yeah, orange I
so-
don't believe is good.
Yeah, but orange,
Orange is cursed.
Orange is the staff that you picked up.
right? But and we don't know what
There's
it.
2 blue ones if you want one of the blue ones.
Okay, I'll leave the orange one and take the blue one.
I'll take a blue one too.
Sounds good. So you're leaving the orange staff.
What if orange fights orange though?
Oh my god!
if this is
I didn't
like
think
a-
of that. You can take it
Okay.
if you want.
Anything else?
There's
and
still
potions.
daggers and potions if anybody wants to grab them.
You guys want anything?
I'll grab
all
a
unlabeled.
couple red potions.
They're not red.
What colors are they? No colors?
They are all green.
all green.
Are they all the same thing? We don't know.
You don't know they're unlabeled.
Let's grab a couple too.
Hey, I'm gonna grab one of those blue daggers. They do that?
Absolutely. Sweet. And then
Blue staff.
I just realized I have an amulet that is unlabeled. Do I know?
You don't know. We ran out of.
Right.
you I think need to rest and then do an identify.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's chests outside this room.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
there's the other 3. The 3.
Yeah,
from
let's
the
look at the other
different
chests.
cities.
What were you gonna say?
Crack them open.
I was just gonna ask about the people who do have spells. Do you guys need to rest or whatever before we go into some big fight situation or no?
We could, but I have cantrips.
Okay. So chests.
Try and pop one open. Nope.
5.
You lose a lockpick.
I keep a count of those.
Can
You
I
are.
try
I think I
using one of
grabbed
his?
a bunch at some point though.
Oh, can I try using one of
You did
his?
grab a bunch. Yeah, go for it.
What do I need?
Use your dex bonus.
19 plus 2.
You pop one open.
Bing.
Inside, you see a robe and a sword.
What
What
is
does
the
a
robe
sword
made
look
of?
like?
Huh?
And what is the robe made of and what color is it?
It is blue velvet.
Yes.
Over.
Can you look at the sword with your scarab eyes?
Yes.
And the robe, I guess.
They both have a green aura.
Oh.
Green.
Is there
Green means
anything
we don't have
particular
green- I
about
don't have
the,
green right now.
the sword or the
You've
hilt
seen
or
green
the-
on armor before, but you're not sure.
Is there something with something unusual about the sword hilt?
It's
or
got
is
a
there an
large
animal?
green jewel in the hilt. It's a short sword. But yeah, it's got a big old jewel. And you recognize the crest on the chest as the transmutation professor.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, that we probably should have been checking for that. Yeah.
You
I
hear
just wrote trans professor for sure.
Crest on the chest is a transmutation.
everybody
And the
do
vessel with the
a
vessel.
dex check, please.
11 plus 4.
19.
20 total.
15.
I had a 17 in my hand.
You just fall on your bum bum. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
But as he falls, you 3 all look out the window, and it's the ground is shaking again,
Earthquakes.
and there's something going on at the tower.
That's great. It starts
You
with
can-
an earthquake.
You can tell from the sound that there's like a commotion
Danny
outside,
Bruce is not afraid.
and that'll do, I believe, for this episode.
Nice job.
That'll do, pigs.
That was episode 5, everybody. Thanks for listening. Patreon, still follow us there. We've got some bonuses we're trying to get to, right?
We're really trying to push for 2,000. If we get 2,000,
yeah.
we got all these little fun things we want to do for you nerds.
But I think we make it worth your while. The bonus episodes are always great. There have been some fun ones lately.
Yeah, can't wait till we get Sarah in there. Maybe.
Yeah, you'll have fun. The one we just did with Greg Barrett was
ridiculous.
super funny and,
Oh my god.
and silly.
We also did one with George Clooney and Sting that was so good that we had to not air it.
Oh, here, I'll just do this on the air. If you guys all wipe and die in Tomb of Annihilation, which I don't know if is necessarily going to happen, do you think you'd want to do another module or a Danger Rooms again, like we were doing for a while?
I like doing modules when we're not doing these main. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe
like
we
for
could
the bonus.
do Barrier Peaks next. I don't know if you remember, but Blaine gave me
right.
Barrier Peaks as a gift last year.
Yeah,
And,
that's.
do you know that one,
Is
Sarah?
that second? Is that? An
I
old
think it's
game?
first edition.
Oh, it's first edition.
But for the last year, I've been working on translating it to 5th edition, and I think it'll
cool.
be really fun. Yeah.
What a nerd! You're translating it.
Translating is just a fancy way of saying I'm looking at one set of numbers and judging subjectively what they should turn into.
That 5 should be a 3 and an 8.
Yeah, exactly. That's a fun way of translating. It requires no intelligence whatsoever, just a lot of opinions.
Anybody got anything they want to plug?
Just go buy some Mad Magazine subscriptions, you guys.
Okay.
It'll have my name all over it in April, and I hope you like it.
And I've got live dates at brianposehn.com. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening to another episode of Nerd Poker. You can follow us at patreon.com/nerdpoker, and you get bonus episodes from there. And you can also send us anything at P.O. Box 16069, Encino, California 91416. Thanks for listening.